Now, this week's sale was rather lacking in those quick achievement games, but fear not, Xbox has another sale going on, which could net you some really big bargains on anything from AAA games that are 85% off, all the way down to those quick completion games that we're going to be looking at today. So let's check out what's in this Super Saver sale, and let's roll those credits. So let's waste no time and get into all those games that you can get for under $150. Now, not all of these are going to be quick completions, but these are some real good bargains on offer. The first one is Hopiko. This is a platformer from Merge Games and Laserdog. This one's rated 2.75 from fellow achievement hunters and will take you about 6 to 8 hours to get the 1000G. But the kicker here, this game is 90% off at a mere 55p. There is not many games out there that you're going to be able to pick up for 55p. Nevertheless, this is another good game this week to be picking up to start with. The next one is only a little bit more expensive at 79p, which is 80% off, and that's LA Cops. This one's rated 2.75, is from Team 17 Software, is a action-packed 3D top-down shooter. Again, will take you that 6 to 8 hours to get the 1000G. Albedo next, Eyes from Outer Space. This one isn't going to be a great game. It's rated 1.5, but at 90% off, £1.11. This one would only take you 2 to 3 hours to get the 1000G, so a nice quick completion despite it being a bit of a stinker. Our next one is Deadlight Director's Cut, rated 3.5, 90% off at £1.19. This is from Deep Silver, is the longest completion so far at 15 to 20 hours, but this is an apocalyptic zombie outbreak game that makes improvements on the original Daylight by giving improved gameplay, controls and extra game modes. Our next one is Solo Islands of the Heart, 149, 90% off, and this one's rated 2.75, is an adventure puzzle game, and again another quick completion at only 2 to 3 hours. Another quick completion, this time at 3 to 4 hours, is The Count Luciano. This one's 85% off at £1.49, is rated 3.25, so the best of the bunch here from Merge Games, and this one's classed as an adventure game. So this sale isn't really about the quick completions. Yes, there is some games out there that you can get in the 1 to 2 hours, and we'll cover them towards the end of this video, but mainly this sale is about the AAA games and how cheap you can get some brilliant games for. And not only brilliant games, but you can get some retro classic 360 games that are currently stupidly cheap on offer. For example, Prince of Persia The Forgotten Sands is 75% off at $2.99. This 360 version is backwards compatible, is rated 3.5 from fellow achievement hunters, is a brilliant game, and in 8 to 10 hours you can get an 1000G for this one. You can even go back and find out how the Assassin's Creed trilogy started, as you can get Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Revelations all for under $250. They're all 75% off, they're all rated around 4 stars, and all will take you about 20 to 25 hours to get the 1000G. But there you can go back and see how this game series started, and in my opinion Assassin's Creed 2 is still the best game that ever made. The Ezio trilogy, that storyline is still synonymous with Assassin's Creed. You can also pick up Walking Dead games. They're as cheap as $2.99 now. You can get the first season of The Walking Dead, the second season, and The Walking Dead A New Frontier, all are 75% off at $2.99, and these are over 4-star rated story narrative games that can make up a complete story over a series of games. They're really good, high quality games. It was Telltale when Telltale was at its best. Each episode will take you about 1 to 2 hours to complete, so in about 6 to 8 hours you can have a full 1000G in these games. So nice quick completions, and you'll have a brilliant time playing through these stories. Now there's also some really huge bundles on offer as well. You can save a massive amount on some of these bundles. For example, the Far Cry Anthology bundle, which contains Far Cry's 3, 4, 5 and 6 are all 75% off. So this bundle was originally worth $149.99 and at the minute for the next 10 days you can get this bundle, so all 4 games for $37.49. That's 75% off. That's a ridiculously big saving, and the Far Cry series is one of the best that Ubisoft has. Each game will take you around the 30 to 80 hours to get the 1000G, but you'll have a thoroughly good time playing it, with each one being its own set story in its own world. Now one game took me back along when it was on sale because they wanted 60 quid for this game, and that's the Sherlock Holmes games. Well, now you can pick up a bundle that's worth £119 for a measly £35.70, which is 70% off, and this Sherlock Holmes bundle, called the Absolute Deduction Bundle, contains Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter and The Sinking City. You can get all these games now for that £35.70. The bundle is rated 3.75 and each game will take you anything from 10 to 20 hours to get the 1000G. Now Resident Evil lost its way a bit with 6, but managed to steer the ship back in the right direction with 7 and with Village. And now you can get both games and the Gold Edition, which contains loads of DLC for these games, for a measly $32.99, which is 50% off its normal $65.98. Each game again is going to take you anything between 20 to 30 hours to complete, and you can pick up 1000G for this. And as they're individual games, you can actually pick up over 3,500G if you can complete all these games. The bundle is rated 4.75 because you know these are really good games. This is now what Resident Evil is. These have redefined what it is to be a Resident Evil game. And we even have more Assassin's Creed games, because if the 360 ones weren't enough, you can see where Assassin's Creed decided to steer the ship in a different direction. And you can pick up the Assassin's Creed bundle, which contains Valhalla, Odyssey and Origins, all in one bundle, which is 80% off from its normal $159.99 for $31.99. 3 absolutely fantastic games these are. Yes, a lot of these are in Game Pass, but if you haven't got Game Pass and you want to check out these games, there is no better time than now to be picking up 3 of the best Assassin's Creed games. They're not going to be really ones for the achievement hunters, because each game is going to take you between 80 and 100 hours to get the 1000G. But to be honest, if you want to just play an Assassin's Creed game, then just pick up some of these games. These are definitely the best versions of the game since Assassin's Creed 2. They are slightly different, but still brilliant in their own rights and definitely worth picking up. And if you can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 to be officially announced and for us to see any type of gameplay or even a teaser trailer, then you can also pick up the Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, which is a mouthful in itself, but this is normally $54.99. It's down to $27.49, 50% off. It's rated 3 stars. It's not the best bundle. It's had some serious hiccups on its release, which I think everybody who's into gaming has seen. But if you want to get the definitive editions of these games, then you can pick up Vice City, San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto 3 now. Each game takes anything between 30 to 50 hours to complete, but this is the best time to get it whilst this trilogy's on offer. And we've got a lot of games in this video that have changed the formula, and this one is no different, as Sonic Frontiers changed the way we think about Sonic. No longer was it that 2D hedgehog flying across the screen. This was a more open world adventure, and it's currently 50% off, down to $24.99. It will take you around 20 20 to 25 hours to get the 1000G, so not a bad amount of time for an open world game. It's rated 4.25, and it might split critics whether this is a good Sonic game or not, but it's definitely worth finding out for yourself, and whilst it's this cheap, there is no better time. But if you are looking for those slightly quicker completion games, then you're going to be looking at about the 6 to 8 hour mark for a lot. The first one being The Shady Part of Me. This is a puzzle platformer rated 4 stars, is 70% off at $3.59, and like I said, it's going to take you about 6 to 8 hours to get the 1000G. The same as Little Nightmares 2. This one's 67% off at $8.24. I believe a third one in this series has just been announced, so this might be a good time to jump in and check out what this game's all about whilst it's on offer. It's rated 4.5, and like I said, again, 6 to 8 hours for the full completion. A bit quicker on that 1 to 2 hour scale is The Long Reach. This one's 85% at $179 and is rated 2.75. This is an adventure point and click, filled with colourful characters, puzzle and a shock discovery. Transcendence, an adventure game. This one's 75% off at $4.99, is rated 3 stars, and again will take you that 1 to 2 hours to complete. And our final game this week is 8 to 10 hours for the 1000G, and that's Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX, 70% off at $4.49, and this game is rated 3.75. Well, that was just a real quick look at what's on sale. There are tons of games, as you can see on screen now, that are on sale. There's some real big hitters in this sale, so I would definitely recommend that you head over to the Xbox store here and have a look for yourself. There's a few little sales going on in the minute, so this is the best time to be getting in and picking up those AAAs. Like I said, this isn't always about getting the best quick completion games for your gamer score. Sometimes you just want to play a nice AAA game, and there is no better time than now to pick up these games. But if you're liking these videos and our normal weekly sales videos, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We have more videos like this and guides to help you get those quick achievements available on our channel. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you know when all our videos are released. And like I said, you have about 10 days before this sale ends on the 11th of September, so make sure you grab these bargains now before they end. Well, that's all I've got for you today, so thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.